Yo, what's up, my people? Hitting y'all up real quick for another show. Like and subscribe, and welcome to the Hoodfilms channel. I just want to hit y'all up with some crazy news. Your boy Alec Baldwin is about to be charged with involuntary manslaughter. It's almost murder, but it's close, but it's not exactly. So they say prosecutors plan to charge Alec Baldwin with involuntary manslaughter for his 2021 murder of a woman who died on the set of a movie called Rust. And the person who handled the guns, they called it a film armorer. Her name is Hannah Gutierrez Reed. She also gonna be charged. So that probably means that they was working together on the set, and Alec Baldwin had to, for lack of better words, work with her as far as who gave who the gun. And then when he got the gun, he didn't check it or he didn't double check it. And he shot the gun, and it was a real bullet in there, and it shot and killed that lady. And their ass is going down for that shit. I mean, they not letting you off the hook for that. I mean, she's a straight up human, so she came to work, and she is imagine she'd be going home that night too. But the way things worked out, she was literally murdered by some fucking rich people, matter of fact, because they had make way more money than she did. So they said the film set resulted in the death of a cinematographer, Helena Hutchins, after she was struck with a live round of ammunition from a prop gun, and Baldwin was the one who shot the gun. So it's gonna be no excuses for them because she's dead. And at the end of the day, it is a fucking accident. It wasn't like they tried to do it, but they ain't gonna look at it like that because they're gonna look at it like, hey, she's dead, and you motherfuckers were supposed to be a little bit more responsible. You know what I'm saying? And that's just really the gist of all that. You know what I'm saying? She was supposed to be able to be at a set and be safe. Because guess what? Alec Baldwin ass didn't get shot. They made sure that he didn't die or he didn't get shot because he's the fucking moneymaker. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to make a situation where she don't have to get shot. So that's why I don't understand why this woman got killed if she's the person who handled the guns. Because if she handled the guns, what the fuck is she doing dead? You're supposed to be shooting at another actor in the movie, not shooting at her. So that's what it kind of threw me off. I just don't understand how she is the one who got caught up and got shot. You know, it seemed like they pointed the gun at her, but I just don't understand why. Why would he test the gun? That's probably what's getting their ass locked up, because when you literally break down what happened, they placed her in danger. You understand when they didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? And they was rehearsing the movie. So this was the rehearsal. This wasn't even the actual shots. You know what I'm saying? So they had chances to check everything to make sure it was legitimately working. And it's just really fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So they said it's New Mexico, so you know them prosecutors is not gonna play with your ass. They coming at you. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna look like real bad for them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the safety of the girl wasn't taken care of, and that's what I said. They didn't properly check it. So he's 64 years old, so the brother is kind of up there. So imagine him getting 2 or 3 years. But, you know, he was going crazy over Trump. So I always say that came back to him. He was doing a lot of Trump impressions and doing all that shit. That just came back because you never know who's going to be in charge or who's going to be in power after you get done doing your thing. And now he got to face the music. So it looked like he getting snitched on too. That's another thing about it that they are really not talking too much about in the news. He's actually getting snitched on this. It says right here, in exchange for a suspended sentence, the film's assistant director, Dave Halls, who handed Mr. Baldwin the gun, agreed to the plea deal, admitting that there was sufficient evidence to convict him with negligent use of a deadly weapon. So it's basically like he basically said he handed him that gun knowing there was nothing wrong with it. And then all of a sudden something went wrong with it. So that ain't on him because he basically the one who was supposed to be managing overall. The assistant director, he handles all that shit like props and crowds and shit like that. So it just looked like that and everybody gonna turn on each other. You know what I'm saying? So I just hope that don't go down too hard. So 2 counts, man. And then the lady, Miss Reed, Hannah Gutierrez Reed, she actually was just responsible for it. It was her job to check it and set and load the guns on that day. She gonna be charged because she didn't do her job. And you know it's gonna be on her and shit like that. So, but I think they set old boy up. What's his name again? Whatever the fuck his name is. I think they set dude up because he was coming hard at Trump. And again, you don't know who's gonna be in power. Like you out here going reckless and doing your thing, and somebody be a little bit more empowered than you down the line. Not while you acting up and doing your thing, but down the line. Then that person getting power, and now they on your head. Now you ain't got nowhere to run. Now you can't hide. So it's almost like you gotta be careful how you treat people. Even though a lot of people might say Trump was a piece of shit and he deserved that shit, but these are regular people, laymen who don't really have an issue with nobody. But then you talk about this guy, this multimillionaire actor. He got to be around them. You understand what I'm saying? And he got to trust them. That gun could have been for him. And he could have tested it out and said, let me see if it's legit, and shot that motherfucker in her direction and then killed her. And then he's being such a rich person, he can get out in front of it and say it was an accident. But these people ain't hearing it. They ain't hearing it. But he got the money to fight it. He got lawyer money. We all know that. He's super duper rich, so he can pay for it. But at the end of the day, is it going to be worth it when your life can be taken? That's the scary part. You know what I'm saying? They might put that boy in prison and shit. He an old ass white man. Like, fuck he gonna do it locked up. You know what I'm saying? But that's how they do it out here, man. So you just gotta kind of like be protecting yourself or be prepared. Because again, that girl ain't supposed to be dead. That's really the whole gist of it. You know, you haven't even heard of another movie actor dying since that of a gunshot. So these are freak accidents. The last time I even heard about it was, of all people, Brandon Lee. He was Bruce Lee's son, and he was the only one alive. So Bruce Lee died, and then his son was doing a lot of acting when I was growing up, and then all of a sudden his son died, got killed on a movie set. And it was like, what the fuck? So now the whole Bruce Lee legacy was lost because they killed the son. Was it accident? Was it on purpose? Who the fuck would know? All we know is Bruce Lee's son was dead, Bruce Lee was dead, and their legacy is gone forever to this day. So that girl wasn't supposed to be dead. Alec Baldwin them should have used a little bit more discretion because that's a whole human who was working with them. That lady is somebody, you know, whether they like her or not, whether she's a piece of shit or not, still a person. So, you know what I mean? She expected to make it to the crib and be safe when she make it home. Like, she's certain things, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a fucking job. You know, how is somebody dying at work? But this is the game. And it's like, you know, she wasn't supposed to be dead. So, you know what I mean? That brother gonna have to be facing him a little situation with them people, you know what I mean? And see how he can slide through that. But we know he rich, so he will slide through. But that other lady, she might be fucked. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got on that, man. I just wanted to know what y'all think, man. Let me know what you think about Alec Baldwin going down. What's it like? You think he got a little jail in him? You know, they had they had Bill Cosby in jail in his 80s. So dude, 64. Think he might be a Crip or a Blood or something like that, or he might go straight white supremacist. Y'all let me know, man. Holla.